Alrighty, gang. Per usual, I'm gonna give y'all a couple minutes to get up in here. Got about another minute before we get started. If you're watching the replay, you can go down to the timestamps in the comments. Got about 15 seconds. How y'all doing? Make sure y'all hit that like button as y'all come on in. All right, what's up, gang? It's your girl, Seth from Savvy Sentient, and welcome to today's reading. So, if you all are new here, hello and welcome. If you are not, welcome back. Please make sure that y'all do the things like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. If you've been here, then you gang, and I know that you already did some things, so thank you so much. If you all are looking for personal readings, you can book on SavvySentient.com. I'll be opening up my calendar for next week as soon as this live is over. But yeah, you can book there at SavvySentient.com. First come, first serve. Okay. I'll never be in the comments soliciting readings from you. I do not have a WhatsApp. If any of that happens, you are being scammed. Report that person. All right. If you all have a spooky story or a spiritual event that you'd like to share with me, send it to my email. It's in the description box below, SavvySentient@gmail.com. And the subject line, put my story. All right. So let's go ahead and get into today's reading. So as you all know, Mercury retrograde is creeping up on us. And in the spiritual community, it seems to be a time where people get very scared of what's going to happen. They are very cautious about everything. And honestly, there's really no need to be. Okay, there's really no need to be fearful and scary and all of that during Mercury retrograde. But it is a time to be more intentional with the things that you do, that you say, and the plans that you make. So for today's reading, I'm going to pull messages for the 3 weeks of Mercury retrograde. So there will be a message per week, per 7 days. It is a 21-day cycle. However, you all may also be aware that that there's also a shadow period, which is 2 to 3 weeks before, and a shadow period, which is 2 or 3 weeks after. So we may still feel the effects of Mercury within that time period. Some of you all may already be feeling it. As you all see, I'm mic'd up today because this microphone won't fit in my phone because my phone is acting up. So already feeling the effects of Mercury retrograde. All right, so let's get into it a little deeper. So when Mercury retrograde comes around, what we tend to see is delays in technological situations. You might see like a delay in your check from your bank. You might have computer glitches. You may have like technology issues. Case in point, my microphone. My computer just blacked out. I don't even know why it just did that. Like when I'm trying to pull up this chart, what is going on? You see what I mean? But anyway, that's crazy. It's going to be in the sign of Sagittarius. Okay, so Sagittarian energy is very expansive energy as far as like higher learning and, you know, ideologies that you might have for yourself. It is an energy of travel. Sagittarian energy is also very jovial as well, very talkative and playful, similar to Gemini. That's probably why they be vibing. But it is also an energy that is very blunt, straight to the point. If you've ever met a Sagittarian person, you will realize that they pretty much just say whatever they feel, very straight to the point. The way that this might be affected by Mercury retrograde, though, is that it may make communication a little bit difficult. Things may be said that you didn't mean to say, or maybe you meant to say it, but just not how you said it. So there is going to be some issue with communication here. This is happening in the 9th house, which is Sagittarian energy again. So on a wider scale, I think that we're going to see this play out with everything that's going on in the election as well. Some things may get said that were not meant to be exposed. Also, some things that we need to know or that we may need to hear about, we may not be hearing about because of Mercury retrograde kind of slowing down or blocking those kind of communications. I ain't gonna talk about that right now. There was a prediction that another psychic that I follow, she had a premonition or a dream concerning air travel. And yeah, be careful when you are traveling, you all, whether it's in the air, on the ground, however you travel. Just be very cautious. Make sure that you allow for extra time so that you're not rushing anywhere. Make sure that you have a plan, a backup plan, and then a plan for the backup plan, because Mercury retrograde has a tendency to fuck up some plans. And that's if you have to make plans at all. But yeah, expect to see some type of delays or obstructions when it comes to travel, communication, and technology. All of this can be avoided by just allowing extra time and my computer is wilding right now. Allowing for extra time and just, you know, breathing through it, taking your time. So let's go ahead and just get on into the tarot. My computer is tripping right now, and it hasn't been tripping all day at all. At all. This is crazy. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. All right, so Spirit, speak to me. Speak through me. Let me pull my chat back up for y'all. That's crazy. What is the overall energy? We have the Emperor and the Daughter of Cups. I said this may concern the election. Emperor is that boss energy, leadership, powerful leadership. The Page of Cups is good news. news that satisfies, is pleasant to hear. So we may be hearing some pleasant news during Mercury retrograde as it pertains to the leadership here in America. If that doesn't concern you, if maybe it has something to do with your job, maybe it has something to do with some other form of leadership. But I do feel like, the election situation is going to be affected by Mercury retrograde, because everyone's going to be affected by Mercury retrograde. All right, so what is the overall energy, Spirit, of this reading for Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius 2024? Okay, overall energy. It's the Father of Swords, and for me, this is like the baby Emperor. So I just showed y'all the Emperor, and now we have the Father of Swords. This is an energy that is fair, that is just, that does what needs to be done, that is very straightforward and analytical as well. Bottom of the deck is still the Daughter of Cups. So what I'm getting with this, y'all, because like I just said, I just showed y'all the Emperor, which is now underneath the Daughter of Cups. Actually, I feel like we're going to get some big news that is going to be very pleasant concerning our leaderships. Whether that's in this country, whether it's at your job, however it resonates, that's how you need to take it, honey. The Emperor energy is also divine masculine energy. So this may resonate for you as it pertains to your relationship. Okay. But Father of Swords energy with the Daughter of Cups, we are going to be hearing some good news. I feel like pertaining to fairness, pertaining to justice, pertaining to people in leadership positions. All right. So let's go ahead and pull the energy for the first 7 days of Mercury retrograde. What is the energy for the first 7 days, the first official 7 days of Mercury retrograde? And I'm going to pull a Moonology as well. Okay. All right. So in the first 7 days of Mercury retrograde, the first card that we have showing up for us is the Hermit energy. So we may be feeling very introspective, and this introspection may be concerning Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So when the Queen of Pentacles is in the reverse, this may be an energy of insecurity, feeling a bit unstable, feeling a bit codependent on a situation, or wanting some type of stability, feeling unsure. I'm getting the energy of like shaky ground or off on bad footing. You're going to be feeling very unstable as far as your finances go. But the way that the 7 days finishes out, is with the Empress and the King of Swords coming out again. So there may be some type of abundance coming in. Perhaps you come out with a plan to create stability within your life, within your situation, or if this is on a broader scale for the country, that while we may be feeling unstable during those first 7 days, there may be a plan or some type of justice that comes in that creates more stability for the collective. Let's go ahead and clarify the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. 2 cards flew out. Yeah. Page of Wands. All right. So there's going to be some good news coming in while we're in this energy of instability. There may be some type of financial news coming in, as well as Page of Wands energy is right here, little Sagittarius right there. Good news as far as like ideas, good news as far as ideologies. There's going to be some type of discovery that takes place within this 7 days as well. That's going to be good news to you. We have 3 pages, so I don't feel like it's going to be anything massive, but I feel like it's going to be the beginning of something. This news is going to signify something greater or bring about something greater within the first 7 days of the Mercury retrograde. Let's get a moonology. Look, I said it's going to signify something greater. This small news is going to signify something greater. And we have the new moon card, which is a new start coming. All right. So something is going to be made right. The situation that feels unstable is going to, end up being a little bit more fruitful. There's going to be a little bit more optimism behind something. I hope this is making sense, but I feel like what I'm trying to convey and what is coming out of my mouth are not in alignment. But that is the Mercury retrograde energy. Communication is all jacked up. But to recap just very briefly, we're going to be in an energy of instability. We're going to receive some news. It's not going to be grand news. It's not going to be huge news, but it's going to be a piece of information or just a small seed of information that is going to end up being fruitful. It's going to end up being leading to something bigger, something more solid, and something more stable. This is going to be the beginning of a new start. Okay, so I hope that was better. I hope that made more sense. Okay, days 8 through 14 of Mercury retrograde. Days 8 through 14 of Mercury retrograde. What do we have going on? It's too many. But we do have the Knight of Wands showing up, which is like very heroic energy. That is also Sagittarian kind of energy. Yeah. Y'all, I know y'all probably sick of hearing about the election, but it is the most prominent thing on a lot of our minds. So typically, whatever we are thinking about the most, whatever we're focusing on the most, is just what's going to show up in the reading. If you don't care about the election, then this reading could resonate for you in other areas. But I think on a wide scale, the collective, even those who are abroad, who are in other countries, are looking at America like, what y'all finna do? So it's not surprising that this would come up. But if it's not resonating for you in that way, take it how it resonates. But we do have some type of good news coming in. There are, I don't know why I hear the word powers rushing in. There are powers rushing in, powers at play, rushing in forward within that day 8 through 14 of Mercury retrograde that are going to help us be able to rest and lay down our burdens. A lot of us have been in a mental overdrive. There has been this chaotic energy and this energy of like crazy making and pandemonium. A lot of people have been fearful, just for obvious reasons. But there's going to be something that happens. Someone coming in with some type of, I'm hearing the cavalry. The cavalry is coming in. Clarify this Knight of Wands, Spirit. Yo. So we have the Death card, and the Death card is a knight, but this knight is dead. Obviously, it's death. So it's a skeletal knight on a white horse, And then we also have the Knight of Cups here coming in. They're both coming in on the same direction. And for those of y'all who know, who've been watching my channel, the Knight of Cups is lover boy energy, but can tend to be narcissistic as well. And the way that I'm seeing this is like what comes in, this hero that comes in is death. Not necessarily in the literal sense, not throwing that out the window either, but it's like the lover boy will say and do anything to get his way. He will say and do anything to make himself feel good. Who does that remind you of? Do we know someone like that? But following the lover boy comes death. So this heroic situation, this heroic thing that happens, I feel like could be the end of the lover boy, the end of that situation, if y'all catch my drift. So he may be shut down, blocked. There has been speculation about his health as well, so that could be a possibility. But whenever this happens, it's going to bring for the collective a sense of peace and feeling unburdened. Clarify this, please. The Knight of Wands again. Yo, in day 8 through 14 of Mercury retrograde, I think we're about to see some crazy shifts happening because the Knight of Wands again is that heroic energy. This was led by the Knight of Wands, like the cavalry is coming in days 8 through 14. And the final card that fell out is the Ten of Swords. So something is going to be ended for better or worse. Tell me a little bit more about the Ten of Swords, Spirit. This is going to be the end of a malicious partnership, a partnership that came together through manipulation, deception, cheating, lying, doing whatever it took to get this partnership to take place. So if we're thinking in terms of like the election, lover boy said and did whatever it took to get that position. There is speculation that it was by unfair means, by suppressive means, by just scamming and scheming to get into that position. So the relationship, the partnership could be between lover boy and his impending new job, his impending new leadership position. But I feel like that's going to be deaded. And you guys know what? Like, after the initial shock of things, I started feeling really calm and started feeling very much like things were going to be okay. And if you all have been paying attention to the news at all, and I understand if you have not been, there are things taking place that are shutting down what your boy is trying to do left and right. Maybe not at the pace that we would like to see it. Maybe not as aggressively as we are trying to see it, but it is giving strategy. The people leading this country are being very strategic right now. Yeah, look at this. This is the full moon in Libra. A win-win outcome is forecast. Okay, full moon in Libra. Libra energy is an energy of partnership. And then also what flipped into my Hand in the reverse. I don't typically take these into the reverse, but I'm going to take it today because what I'm feeling with this is like we really need to surrender to the divine and stop allowing like this negative narrative to play in our minds. We need to stop focusing on the worst possible outcome and just give it to God, give it to the divine, give it to spirit, because I feel like with so many people being so fearful, this is making it hard for the universe to do what it needs to do. Because as y'all already probably know, the way that manifestation works is that the universe gives you what you focus on. And if so many people in the collective are focusing on fear, if they're focusing on the worst possible outcome, they are creating a blockage for the universe to do what it needs to do. Okay? So I think we really need to all just relax, refocus on your life, make your plans, do things as if nothing has changed, okay? If you've made plans for 2025, those plans are still in play. If you have plans for your business, for your children, for your home, like whatever you got going on, it's still in play. Operate as if nothing is different. Nothing has changed, okay? Keep pushing forward as if everything is well and everything will be. Ashe, I speak that into existence for the collective. All right, so days 15 through 21 of Mercury retrograde. What are the messages, Spirit? What are the messages for day 15 through 21? I knew this was coming. I'm like, this reading is going better than I thought. It's going pretty well. And then here comes this motherfucker. All right, so we do have the devil showing up in the last few days of Mercury retrograde. Something wanted to flip but didn't. Y'all know what that means. Two of Swords energy. Okay, that's actually a good thing that it didn't fall. So if y'all are new here, when something flips in my hand but doesn't necessarily doesn't fall out, what I take that as is it's something to be aware of, but not right now. So what I'm feeling with that is that the devil here may be trying to cause a roadblock, trying to cause blockages in some kind of way, but Spirit saying, nope, not today, Satan. Not today, little devil. Yeah, Nine of Wands is coming out with the Wheel of Fortune, which is Sagittarian energy. And what's the last card? Yeah, there goes the Two of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Wands. Y'all know who I think the Queen of Wands is? Y'all know who I think it is. I think it's our girl Kamala. But anyways, so the devil energy. Of course, the little devil can't go out without a fight. After things have shifted, after things have changed, after there's been some type of movement for the betterment of society, of the collective, homeboy ain't gonna just leave easy peasy like that. Let's clarify the devil. But he gonna have to. Because we have the Seven of Wands and the Sunshine. Whatever is about to come out, whatever is about to happen as it pertains to little playboy over here, to little lover boy over here, it's gonna be so glaring. It's gonna be so obvious that it's gonna be something that cannot be fought, okay? He's gonna have to really try to defend himself. But what's going to happen is, I feel like this is us. This is the people. This is the collective fighting back against the devil, fighting for their freedom, which is what the Sun card represents, fighting for their happiness, for their peace, for their lives. It is a card of innocence as well, the Sun card. So fighting for our children as well. It is also Leo energy, and Leo energy is big, like mama bear energy, like lioness energy. So no matter how hard this devil, this negative energy tries to persist, the people are going to be fighting back. The people are going to be fighting back so hard because we now have the Nine of Wands energy as well, which is that perseverance, that persistence to strive towards victory with the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, of course, is an energy of good fortune, good luck, fate, expansion, growth, Sagittarian energy. All right? And we're going to be fighting until we stop, until we block this devil. Okay, so let's clarify the Nine of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. Page of Swords. Ooh, Page of Swords energy can represent information coming in. I feel like something's going to be dug up. There's going to be some dirt. I just feel like we're about to see a lot of things that we were not supposed to see, hear a lot of things that we were not supposed to know about. Clarify the Page of Swords. The Hierophant. This is about morality, doing what's right. Okay. Interesting. On the side, it says the energy of the unexpected, conflict, and movement. So what we hear, what we find out is going to cause a movement. It's going to cause a shift. It's going to cause a change. It's going to cause people to come out of illusion. We have the Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck. What happens next, what happens during this Mercury retrograde is going to cause like a wake up for a lot of people. I feel like even a lot of people who thought that the world was a certain way are about to see the truth of the world. And unfortunately, this only is happening because it now affects them, when, you should have been able to see what kind of garbage fire we are existing in before it affected you. But unfortunately, that's just what it takes sometimes, is for people to be directly affected before they wake up. So we're about to see some type of movement in the collective, some type of awakening in the collective. And I feel like we're just about to see just a new way of doing things, a new shift. The energy that I'm feeling is like unfamiliar terrain. But I'm seeing like outside, I'm seeing green grass, I'm seeing bright suns, I'm seeing peace. But I feel like the way the world is about to be governed henceforth is going to be new. It's not going to be what we're used to. It's not going to be what we've seen before. After we put a stop to this, I want to say demonic, but I don't be liking to disrespect the demons, because sometimes they just be minding their business and they don't all be bad. But it's like trying to stop this demonic energy from permeating the lives of many. Clarify the Two of Swords. Bitch. The Two of Swords is clarified by the Two of Swords. Like, we are putting a full stop. We're putting a full stop to this demonic energy. And I feel like what's at the heart of it, or who's at the heart of it, is the Queen of Wands. And then right underneath that is the Ace of Wands. So feminine energy is at the heart of this. Divine feminine is at the heart of this. And what is the Moonology message for my collective here? Don't let pride get in your way. This is the full moon in Leo. And I feel like this is a message for the collective. Those who actually voted for your boy. Those who actually voted for your boy are having to put their pride aside and fight for what's right. Okay. A lot of people are going to be eating crow, and they're going to be doing it joyfully. They're going to be doing it happily, because they're going to be realizing that what they chose was not what was good for them or for the good of all. I feel like a lot of people are going to be going through an ego death during this Mercury retrograde, in order to cause this awakening in the collective. All right. The bottom of the deck is the Believe in the Impossible card. So if you all have been feeling down about what's been going on, if you all have been feeling sad, if you've been feeling hopeless, Spirit is saying that all is not lost. Believe in the impossible, because that's what's about to happen. I wholeheartedly believe that at this point. So let's go ahead and get some crystal spirits out here. And I kind of feel like I want to do soul lessons as well, because I feel like all of this was meant to teach the collective a lesson or two or three. So we're going to see what lessons those were. All right. So let me pull those up. And the crystal spirit that we have is Labradorite, which is number 29, which reduces down to 11, which is a number of alignment and a master number. All right. So look, y'all, I be channeling. Didn't I say that this was going to cause an awakening? An awakening in the collective. The very first essential meaning of Labradorite is awakening to the magic within, mystery and synchronicity, and help from unexpected sources. Didn't I say that the people who chose this are going to start helping to defeat this, because they are awakening, because they are realizing that what they thought was good for them is not good for them or anybody else? Y'all better wake the fuck up, friends. All right, let's go. As we go about our healing work, bringing love and light into the dark corners of our hearts and our lives, we can forget that alongside reason and logic is the very practical tool of magic. Do you think of magic that way? Or did you buy into the notion that the healing toolbox only contains what can be defined, tested, predicted, and controlled by humans and their technology? Labradorite Spirit is here to tell you to believe in the mystery of how the conscious universe finds ways to support us in healing what is broken, for its ways are magical. You are being called to make a conscious choice to acknowledge the reality invisible to the senses that makes itself known through meaningful coincidences. Pay attention to the synchronicities bearing messages from this conscious universe, which is eager to see you replace what you have lost and repair what has become frayed or broken. Listen to the parts of you whispering that something small and seemingly insignificant has great importance, for it's speaking the truth of magical synchronicities. Speaking of synchronicities, when I first started this reading and all these pages came up, I said that we're going to receive some type of information or something is going to happen. It's going to seem small, but it's going to end up bringing about something much bigger. The book literally just said that. Just said that again. Okay, so confirmation. Things are about to improve. Things are about to get better. But what are the soul lessons, Spirit, that we were meant to learn as a collective, as it pertains to these recent events? Humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. So for a lot of us, this situation was dark. It was gloomy. It was soul breaking for a lot of us, soul shaking for a lot of us. And it just really brought a lot of people down. But Spirit is saying that it is necessary for us to focus on the lighter side. Like I was saying earlier, let's not focus so much on this doom and gloom, on this energy of fear, because when we do that, that's what the energy is going to the universe is going to reflect back to us. So we need to be focusing on moving forward, on how beautiful our lives are going to be in the future, in spite of what is currently taking place. Okay. What is the next soul lesson that we were supposed to learn, Spirit? Health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. I don't know about y'all, but I have been feeling very pulled to be more healthy, to drink more water. All I drink is water for the most part. But to eat vegetables, I've been feeling very pulled to once again dive into my veggie bag and just fuck up some fruit, fuck up some vegetables. So a lot of us are needing to focus on our health right now, but I especially feel our mental health. So with everything going on, some of y'all don't need to be watching the news. Some of y'all need to be focusing on self-care, self-love, eating good, drinking water, getting some exercise, getting some fresh air, and just taking care of your physical vessel. Okay, and guilt. Ooh, I release any beliefs that no longer assist with my soul's growth. All right, I do feel like a lot of people right now may be feeling guilty because, like I said, they chose this shit. Some people may be feeling guilty because they didn't choose it. They didn't choose anything at all. They didn't go vote. So they may be feeling guilty because they feel like they may have caused this by not using their voice. But at any case, guilt is not the energy that we are going to exist in either. We're going to exist in the energy of action. All right. We're going to exist in the energy of high vibrations, of eating right, drinking, like I said, drinking water, exercising, meditation, of pouring into ourselves, pouring into our community, of unifying with one another, of loving one another. Okay. All of the hate and negative energy that this has fueled is literally just fuel for your boy. For your boy. Okay. You know what I'm hearing right now? This little elementary school song. The more we come together, the more we come together, the happier we'll be. Like, so childish, but like literally that energy. The more we come together, the happier we'll be. The shit that's happening in this world right now is so divisive and so hateful. And that's exactly the energy that certain powers want us to be in, because it's easier to control those who are divided. Pero like, let's move on. Let's get some rebel messages out here for my collective spirit. Rebel, talk nice or don't. I don't care. But please tell the gang what they need to hear. Stop fucking whining. No one wants to hear that shit. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change your world. So do it. Purr. You have the strength to change your world, so do it. All right? We ain't complaining no more. We doing something. And in the second week of Mercury retrograde, that looks like what's happening. Oh no, the third week especially. It looks like that's what's happening. So in the second week, something is going to happen that's going to cause us to settle, feel like we can rest, possibly a death of some sort. And then in the last week of Mercury retrograde, people are going to be fighting for what's right, for the truth. Okay? So, all right, rebel, talk nice. Let's keep going. You're going through some tough shit, and we are. Everyone has their turn. Welcome to yours. Get your tired ass up and handle it. Yo, is spirit snatching us by the edges and telling us to stop crying like some little punk bitches and do something about it? That's what it's given. That's what it's given. That's what it's given. And the last rebel message says, fuck, shit is about to get real. Fuck, you need your people around you. Like, this message is just literally saying, y'all, get it together. Get it together. Come together. Y'all have the power to change some things, so make sure that y'all are doing that. Yes, things are tough. Yes, things are tough, but y'all can get through it together. It's going to get real. We need our people around us. We need each other to get through this. So let's do it. Let's do it. Spirit is dragging today. I had to write down this message. Period. Okay, so is there any other oracles that are calling out to me before I get this advice in the postcard from Spirit? Okay, I'm going to do an African goddess, and then I'm going to do the advice in the postcard from Spirit. All right, which African goddess would like to speak to us at this time? Anybody? They said everybody. Okay, that's too many. But we do have Mojaji showing her face. She is the goddess of manifestation. I was speaking about manifestation earlier and about how our mindsets determine what manifests. So we need to get our minds together. We have Queen Ya Asantewa showing up and Asase. What? I never noticed this before. Okay, so there's two African goddesses that are showing up. So Asase Ya is the African goddess rising of joy. But then we also have Queen Ya Asantewa. Very similar names. I've never noticed that before. They're from different elements though. So I'm going to go ahead and read both. But Queen Ya Asantewa is the level up. The level up goddess. Okay, so we're going to start with her since she came out first, and she is the goddess of leveling up of the Ashanti people from Ghana. She's from the Temple of Queens in the element of the bush. Queen Ya Asantewa was a mother, farmer, and warrior queen who led the war of the Golden Stool. The Golden Stool, throne of the Ashanti Empire, holds the regent's Kra, or life force. Her guidance says, raise your standards. A leap forward for one is a leap forward for the tribe. Your choices can raise the frequency of the community and the planet. Time to level up. This is your season for a quantum leap. You have prepared for this. Life does not have to be linear, and neither does growth. A quantum leap feels drastic and huge, but the secret is that quantum leaps happen little by little. So what inspired actions help you level up? Connecting to spirit with rituals, movement, meditation, and visualization is a great start. The goddess declaration, divine timing, is on my side. So again, another message of coming together. That a leap for one is a leap for the collective, and that our choices raise the frequency of the collective, of the community, and of the planet. All right. So every little girl, I'm hearing who is it? Every little step I take, will be there. Every little move I make. New Edition. But literally, every little step we take is going to be a big leap for the collective. We all have to do our part to move humanity, to move the collective, our nation, our earth forward. Okay? I love that message. All right. And so number 16 is Asase Ya. She is the goddess of joy. Also from the Ashanti and the Ghana people. Also from the Temple of Warriors in the element of the bush, but the chakras are different. So this is the solar plexus, which is the confidence chakra, and the Queen of Santia is the third eye chakra. All right, so Goddess Asaseya rules life and death as the joyful crone, celebrated as Mama Earth. Crone energy, Saturn energy. Saturn just came out of retrograde, so make the connections. 4949 on the clock when I said that. Check out that angel number. All right. Let me write that down. I'll put it in the comments. 4949. Okay. Yeah, so Goddess Asaseya rules life and death. Okay. Celebrated as Mother Earth. She's the crone, celebrated as Mother Earth. Her energy is loving, fertile, and nurturing, and her name is invoked at major life transitions. If this ain't one, I don't know what is. Asaseya's guidance says, your happiness matters. Joy is sacred. Your laughter waters the earth. You deserve to be happy. It is safe for you to feel good. Allow yourself to feel joy with no limits. This is self-love. Your happiness doesn't need to look like anyone else's. If you can't imagine it, you won't be able to live it. Giggle therapy break. Close your eyes and see yourself joy-filled. Now laugh with your mouth and your eyes wide open. Try it to release feel-good endorphins. Goddess declaration, I feel like me when I'm happy. We also had the energy of humor showing up earlier and the energy of health. So like I said, a lot of what is happening, a lot of this fear-mongering, a lot of this division is meant to make you all fearful and make you all feel low vibrational, and it makes it easier to control you. But when you're in the high vibration, when you are enjoying life, when you're joyful, when you are finding the humor in things, your vibration is lifted. And your connection to spirit is lifted. And it is easier for you to feel uplifted by spirit as opposed to dragged down by these negative forces that seek to control you. Okay, so laugh, bitch. Be happy. I'm happy. Leave me alone, period. Okay, so what is the advice for my collective? What is the advice for my collective? Three of Wands energy, Sagittarian energy, once again. Expansion, growth. This is waiting for shifts to come in, waiting to see the rewards of your efforts. We have the Son of Wands, just the Knight of Wands again. So 3 times your boy came out here ready to do something heroic. For a lot of us, it's going to be on us to take heroic action to make change happen. All right. And what is the last card? Yeah. All right. So what I'm getting from this advice with the Son of Wands and the Three of Wands, like I said, this is taking action. Instead of waiting for the ships to come in, I feel like it's like walking into the water and dragging those damn ships to the shore, like making change happen, doing something heroic to make things happen instead of just waiting for them. But also we have the Three of Wands and the Three of Swords and the Four of Swords. So this is like heartbreak, grief, and all of that. And this is rest and meditation. So I feel like Spirit is saying it's time to like put the heartbreak, the grief, the sadness, whatever negative energy that you're feeling, it's time to recover from that and to actually reflect upon it, to see what you can learn from it, how you can grow from it. Okay. It's time to put your mind at ease and take action. Yes, there was a hardship. Yes, there was a disappointment. But how can you learn from it? What can you take from it? And what can you do about it? Do that. Do that shit. Okay. Hi, Monet. Yeah. So let's get your postcard from Spirit. Is it Monet? Or is it Monette? You know how sometimes things are said Monet, but they're spelled like that. All right, what's the postcard from Spirit? Let's hear it. And I think I'll do a couple of songs for y'all. We got 2 postcards. The first one says, Dear you, there are times in life when taking a risk is better left for another day. Other times are perfect for taking that leap, no matter how dangerous it might seem. Well, hold on to your parachute strings, for today is leap time. Realize that no matter what, we will not let you fall, drown, get lost, or hurt yourself in any way on this one. Even if it may feel like you are in a free fall, we are here for you, and you can stop freaking out about getting hurt and relax into this transition into something new. All elements are in place, and your soul is ready for a new experience. No matter what you're asking about, it's time to take the risk and do the thing that scares you. No matter what happens, you will land softly, right on target. Don't worry about the outcome. Spirit's got that covered. It's taking the leap itself that is the point. We love your courage. Embrace it. All right. And your last postcard from Spirit says, Dearest you, pump up the music, bang the drums, get up and start that hustle toward your goals and dreams. There are times to be still, but this is not one of them. Now is the time to make that first move. Say yes to life. Pick up the phone. Make that decision. Take that one step towards the gods or us. Expect a facade. Girl, not a facade. Expect a cascade of changes, good news, opportunities to show up as if by magic. Well, we know it's really spirit and all of us moving things around for your benefit. The point is that we're saying go for it. Take positive action towards your dreams. Even if the outcome isn't an exact fit for your agenda, it will all be orchestrated by spirit and arrive in divine and appropriate timing. Don't you just love how it all works? Love you so, so much. All right, so both of these cards are speaking about taking the risk and just going for it and just doing the thing that you know needs to be done. Okay, the outcome is going to be a win-win situation. All right, so go for it. All right, so I'm going to do some song oracles. If you don't care about song oracles, thanks for coming to the reading. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you hit that like button. Otherwise, I'm going to do these song messages and then I'm going to get up out of here because apparently I got to go to work today. All right. So, what is the first song oracle that might resonate with this reading for my collective here? What is the first song oracle that may resonate for my collective here? King's affirmation, Aniko. My haters will always be nameless. Give them no clout. I give them no power. Okay? So some of us need to stop speaking the names of our enemies. Stop giving them too much thought. Stop, when you say someone's name, you speak power into their name. You give them energy. Monet. Okay, Monet. Okay. Yeah. So some of us, and our biggest enemy, our biggest hater for some of them, for some of us is, Big Orange. So we might need to stop talking about him because, there has been some speculation, and I don't disagree with this, that during certain events since the election, that there has been energy harvesting happening. Maybe we'll go deeper into that in another video. But especially if y'all have been feeling low and feeling drained and feeling just really messed up since the election, this may be the result of energy harvesting. So the way that we can protect our energy is by not speaking on this motherfucker, not speaking on his name, not thinking about him, but instead uplifting the names of people who can help, who are in positions of power. Like, what's her name? Jasmine, what's her name? Y'all know who I'm talking about? She be out here slaying these people up in the courts. She's that girl. I was just watching videos with her. She is that girl. I can't remember her last name, but y'all know who I'm talking about, Jasmine. She be dressing cute all the time. But yeah, we need to be uplifting people like her who can cause a change. We need to be lifting up people like Biden, speaking good on his name, aka Dark Brandon. You know what I'm talking about? People who can make a change. All right. So let's do that. Let's uplift those who can make change happen. Let's do what we can to make change happen. And let's dead name these people who need to be dead to us. And take that how it resonates, whether it's in reference to this election or people in your life, period. If you got a hater, dead name them. We don't speak life into those hoes. All right, what is the next song oracle that may help our collective here today, Spirit? 17, the music soul child. What am I talking about? Music child. Okay. Tried to cut her off, but she wasn't having it. She tried to tell me that her age didn't mean shit. And that's when she started to cry. Baby, I need you in my life. And without you, I just couldn't handle it. So what's it to do? All right, I don't know. The number 17 may be significant to you. You all may be dealing with someone who is childish, may act like they're 17. This may be a message of maturity, or having to be in a position to make a decision from a more mature perspective because the person that you are dealing with is acting like a child. And I just heard handling a situation with kid gloves. All right, so take that how it resonates. Yeah, I ain't gonna elaborate on that. But yeah. And then what is the last song oracle for my collective? What is the last song oracle for my collective, Spirit? Silly. Yeah, all of this is silly. The fact that we're even where we are right now is silly because how? Certain people should be in jail right now. Not running for public offices, but I digress. Anyways, silly of me to tell them all that every night and day you call when you could care less. You're just a love around to score, and I know that I should be looking for more. What could it be in you? I see. What could it be? Oh, love, stop making a fool of me. Y'all know what I got with that? Y'all gonna hate me for this? I don't know. But this is what I got. It was really silly of someone to think that they could get away with what they're trying to get away with. That they would get away scot-free, not being caught for the actions that got them into the position that they're in. In the first week of Mercury retrograde, was it the first week? When we had the 5 of Swords showing up, I think it was the second week. Where are you at? There's so many cards here. The second week. It was the second week. Where they did whatever it took to win, to get into a position that they were in. And they really thought they was getting away with it. Pero ahora, in the end, what we're going to find out is how silly this person actually is. Some of the things that they did, what they thought they would get away with. And they're over here telling people like, I'm just getting this really pompous, arrogant attitude. Like, y'all know how Loverboy is. Y'all know how he do. I'm so great. I'm so amazing. This is the reason why I won. Blah, 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 blah. But what's about to be uncovered is going to be like, bro, you're silly if you ever thought that you was going to get away with the shenanigans, because you did XYZ. You did this. Even down to the cabinet picks. Those were some silly ass picks. You thought that was going to fly. Yeah. So that's what I'm getting with that. Take it how it resonates, though. Maybe somebody got you feeling or looking silly, telling people, you know, that y'all are something more than you are, or more than they believe you are. I don't know. Take it how it resonates. I ain't gonna put that energy on you, Ricky Bobby. But yeah, those are the messages. Those are the songs that came out. If it resonates for you, let me know in the comments below. But in closing, I suspected before even doing this reading, even up to a couple of weeks ago, that this Mercury retrograde season was actually going to be one that worked in the favor of the collective and was not the Mercury retrograde that people expect to see when we hear the words Mercury retrograde. I feel like this season of Mercury retrograde is going to be one that is tremendously beneficial and eye-opening to the entire collective. So take your time, breathe through it, and just do what you got to do for yourself. Pour into yourself, love on yourself, eat good, sleep good, drink a lot of water, get your body moving, and remain in a positive state of mind, because dark days don't last always. The future is very bright. So let's focus on that, focus forward, and whatever it is that we need to do along the way to ensure a brighter future for all of us, let's make sure we do what we can do. Okay? So that is y'all's reading for today. Depending on what time I get off of work tonight, maybe I'll be back. Maybe I'll kick it with y'all. I don't know. Let's see how I feel. But until the next time I read for you all, wish you all love and light. Now go get right. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.